Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Today's lesson, confidence. To best put this into perspective, when I went to grade school, high school, I was never really the one who was outgoing, was not the kind of person who wanted to go first or second or even second to last in speech class. In college, I was one of those guys who just came to class, did my thing. Now, I've always had friends, good friends at that, but even whenever I came into the working world, I was the person who wanted to come to work, do my job, go home. When I interviewed for my first management job, I was 22 years old. Okay, and I was a sales manager running a call center team of about 20 people. Fair question was asked. Carson, you're kind of introverted. You kind of come in here, you do your thing. You're not really all that outspoken. You do your thing. How are you going to motivate and manage a team? It was a fair question. My response was, up until now, you've seen the Carson that I needed to be to master the job I'm doing. I will become whoever I need to become in order to master the next level. And I did. Now, it's not always necessarily the most comfortable thing. I think the key thing is I went from not wanting to be in speech class to now I have videos that have thousands upon thousands of views on YouTube. I've had people that have sent me messages on my website that say they hope my family dies in a fire. I've heard the most heinous insults, and all these are anonymous, it's nonsense, but people that just take pot shots because they can. I've always been a victim of that, and I think the bigger and better you get, the more you get that, because people want to drag you down to their level. The key thing is you can't let them. But the biggest thing that I've come to understand over the last several years is that sometimes, rather than just dipping your toes in the water, you've got to take that flying cannonball leap into the deep end of the swimming pool. Because what difference does it make? A very life-changing thing happened to me several years ago. And one of my best friends told me at that time, when a negative emotion enters your system, you have to acknowledge it and dismiss it. And that's it. I thought about it, and it was like, what are you talking about? That seems ludicrous. Like, that's a lot easier said than done. But one thing I've learned, I'm not going to tell you exactly how old I am, but I am in my early 30s. I know I don't quite look it. I look a little bit younger, but I've come to realize that life's hard. It's very hard. And I don't care if you were coming into this world, whatever foundation you had, if you had any at all. I've been very fortunate. I had great parents. I had a lot of really good friends in my life, but I've had a lot of really hard times. And the key thing is that through all that, I've persevered. I've been alone through most of it. And it's made me a lot stronger as a person. But the key thing is that I understand what that means now. You get a negative emotion, you dismiss it. You don't let anybody see you bleed. And quite frankly, I know it's cliche, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It is the truth. Because these things we learn from these experiences, from these mistakes, from everything that we go through. And everything makes sense. I can look back now in my life and I realize exactly why everything happened the way that it had to happen. The most important thing is living without regret. And as far as confidence and how that comes into play, confidence can be manufactured. I'm an actor. Is this how I really truly am in my moments of solitude? Of course not. Is this how I act when I'm with my daughter? Of course not. Now, do I like to have fun? Do I joke around? Sure I do. But the key thing is that there were times in my life where I wasn't the life of the party, where I wasn't outgoing and audacious and doing crazy things like turning into Superman on some video that's been seen all over the world. But the key thing is you become what you need to become to get the results you want. Because at the end of the day, isn't there something you want to achieve in your life? Somebody once told me that if money were no object, what would you do in your life? What would you want to do? Well, my answer to that question has always been I'd want to contribute. I'd want to help other people be successful. I'd want to do everything I can to help other people be successful, whether it's through my writing or whatever that is, speaking, whatever it is. And I'm still not there. I have a lot left to do, accomplish, achieve. I'll never be satisfied with just where I am, and that's probably a problem in and of itself. I think there's a name of a disorder for that, but the key thing is I keep moving forward. I know what I want to achieve, and as long as I take a step forward every day, or 5 steps forward, even though I get knocked back 4 pegs, it doesn't matter. I keep moving forward. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. I don't know if you've read it. I don't read a whole lot of success novels. I know that sounds probably odd because I wrote one myself. I don't read a lot of success books. But in it, the main theme, what I got out of it, is that people that are successful find success after the point that most people would have stopped trying. Never stop trying. I don't care what happens to you. I don't care how many times you get knocked back. The last several years of my life have been very challenging, but I haven't quit, haven't stopped, no matter what has happened. And there's a reason for that. Because I know that down the road there is something great that I will achieve. Even if it's my own flesh and blood, my child, my progeny eclipsing my accomplishments, even if it's that, I'm okay with that. That's belief in oneself and in one's destiny. And that's where confidence comes into play. Who cares what people think about you? It doesn't matter. Be yourself. Enjoy that. Go outside every day and be thankful for every single thing that you have, and for everything that's around you, and for this opportunity to make a difference. Every day is an opportunity to make a difference. Every day is going to be rough as can be. You're going to get knocked back several pegs. Your personal life might be in disarray. Your friends may be fake. They may be fair weather friends, and they may abandon you. You may lose a job. You may lose a house. You may lose all kinds of things. But as long as you hold on to one thing, and that's yourself, you will be okay. It all starts with believing in yourself. You have to do that. And at the end of the day, who cares what other people think? I know there's some people that aren't my biggest fans, but you can't please everybody. Look at the President of the United States. I mean, if you have an approval rating that's less than even 50%, that means more people don't like you and your policies than that do. But the thing is they have to live with themselves at the end of the day. They have to make tough decisions. They have the hardest job in the world. So the main thing to remember is that you're not going to make everybody happy. But you have to take care of yourself and the people that have always been there for you. Even if that list is 0 or 1. Look out for yourself. And that's where confidence comes into play. Know what you're worth. Know what you want to do. And go out and take it. Go out and get it. Don't stop. Don't make excuses for why you won't do or can't do, or who cares? You're out of your mind if you think there's something that you cannot accomplish. And the only reason that you can't accomplish it is because of yourself. I mean, really, truly, do you want to sit around your entire life and have it amount to nothing? Do you want to look back in your life and regret decisions or things that you didn't do, actions or inactions? And that's the main thing. I decided a long time ago that I want to be able to look back on my life and never regret anything. And I don't. Now, don't get me wrong, I made a ton of mistakes in my life. I am very flawed. I am a man, I am a human. But the thing is that that's the thing. I've learned from every mistake I've made. I'd probably do some of them again, most of them again, because that makes me who I am. And it's led me to this point. I wouldn't change any of that. And that's why I'm confident. Now, a lot of my confidence is a facade. It covers up the deep down things that I'm protecting, the things that I have armor towards. But at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about, because I'm a confident leader. People believe in me because I am confident and I exude that confidence. You're never going to see any chinks in my armor. You're never going to see any bullet holes. And that's what's important, because that's what people come to expect from their leaders. Are you a leader? Or are you a follower? Are you somebody who's going to make a difference? Or are you going to sit back and let the world pass you by and wish one day that you had done something about it? Confidence is key in no matter what you're doing. Obviously, we talk a lot about sales. The reason that confidence is so important in sales is because people will buy. You don't sell. They make the decision to buy based on the fact that you showed them that what you had is better than what they're doing right now to fill that need. Or you uncovered a need or created a need and showed them why they needed what you've got. But the reason confidence is important is because you give them something to believe in. They're not going to believe in you if you're not confident talking about your product and standing up for what you believe in, standing by the product that you pitched, why you pitched it, you know what you're talking about, and you adequately filled their needs. I mean, anybody can stand up there and just list off 50 things that are good about a product. That doesn't mean anything. But the fact that I have confidence in what I sell, the fact that I can talk with confidence, the fact that I know what I'm talking about, the fact that I can overcome objections, and that I'm confident that I'm the right person to fill their need with this product, that's what's going to make them buy. It's that simple. Confidence is important, but if you don't have it, fake it. And the reason that I say that is because people need something to believe in. That's what's going to make them do business with you. If you go into a job interview, if you don't have confidence that you can do that job, or if you don't show them that you're the best person for the job, guess what? One of the other 500 people that apply to that job are going to get it. I don't care how qualified you are. I don't care how long you went to school. I don't care about any of those things. If you're not confident in yourself, especially on interview day, you're not getting that job. Confidence matters in everything we do. Absolutely everything. Relationships, you go out to the bar, you meet a girl, I don't care if you meet her at the grocery store. The key thing is that it's your wit and charm. It's the, hey, how's it going? How's the frozen foods looking today? It's that confidence that exudes from you that is going to ultimately get them smiling or laughing or whatever the case may be, or buying into what you're selling, which is yourself. The main thing is that what it all boils down to is to get what you want in life. You got to be confident in yourself, and you should be, because you've got a gift and a talent. Everybody does. I know you do too. So figure out what it is. Care enough to show the world that you got it. And if somebody doesn't like you for it, who cares? Because at the end of the day, you've got to be alone with yourself. You've got to be happy with what you did. And you've got to look back on that day, or that sales transaction, or anything else, and know that you did the best you could. That's success. Thank you. All the best to you. Make it a great day.